Carter Hart gave his account of everything that he alleges happened in the London hotel room. This is part 2 of my Day 27 recap of the 2018 Team Canada SA trial. Make sure you follow so you don't miss anything as the trial begins to wrap up over the next couple weeks, and all events discussed in this video are still all alleged at this time. He said that he didn't want to have intercourse, so he asked the woman, quote, "Can I get a blowy?" And then Hart added that EM said, quote, "Sure or yeah," and then he walked toward her. He said that she crawled to the edge of the bedsheet and pulled down his pants, and he was wearing khaki jogging shorts with a drawstring. He said that the oral lasted about 30 to 60 seconds because he couldn't get fully erect. Quote, "I didn't want to do it anymore. It was a weird thing." He then said at one point he made eye contact with one of his teammates and, quote, "It was just weird." Hart then testified that EM was becoming, quote, "annoyed that no one was having sex with her." He quoted her as saying, quote, "What's wrong with you guys? If no one is going to F me, I'm just going to leave." And he said at that point that he texted his teammate Dante Fabro and said, quote, "Get to 209. He then told his lawyer, quote, "Most of the guys did have girlfriends, and Fabs was the only one who was single." He then said that he remembered Alex Trementon going into the bathroom with EM, and that she was holding his hand and leading the way. Hart then testified that he was standing right next to where Foot did the splits that night, and some of the men were saying, quote, "Footer, do the splits." He then testified, quote, "It was just kind of a thing he did. He's a big tall dude, super flexible. It's a super cool thing he could do." He then said that Foot did not make physical contact with EM during the splits, and that Foot was fully clothed in a shirt and shorts. He said, quote, "Guys thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. I looked and saw that EM was laughing as well." His lawyer then asked him about some other things that were previously talked about in court. He said that he didn't remember any sexual contact between Dubé and EM. Hart then said that he didn't remember anyone slapping EM's butt. He said that he didn't remember sexual contact between EM and McLeod or Brett Howden. He then said he did remember leaving the room with Jake Bean and someone else, but he didn't remember who the second person was, and he said that he also estimated that he was in the room for about an hour. He said that while he was at the golf tournament the next day, he felt, quote, "awful," and then he said that there was a buffet-style breakfast at the golf course and the guys were talking about the night before, but he said that he didn't remember the details of what was said. He then said that he was at a Philadelphia hockey development camp, so he didn't see the initial text in the group chat on June 26, 2018. He then said that the texts in the group chat were not about getting their story straight, it was about more figuring out who was investigating and what they were investigating. He then went on to say that he spoke to Michael McLeod over the phone about who was doing the investigation, Hockey Canada or London Police. He then said that very quickly into the group chat, he talked to Jake Bean, and he told him not to talk to the other players and to just talk to his agent, and he then said that he didn't talk to any other players after that. Hart then said that he was playing tennis with his best friend when he got a call from his agent, who told him that Hockey Canada had settled a lawsuit on the players' behalf that had been brought forward by EM. He says that the settlement was done, quote, "without our knowledge or consent," and that he had no idea that there was even a lawsuit. He said that he was supposed to play on Team Canada later that year. Quote, he said, "I had no idea." He says that he never got any direct communication from Hockey Canada about the lawsuit before it was settled.